Trojan Sports Now.
Hello and welcome to Trojan Sports Now as we're back for the spring semester. I'm Jonathan Sellers.
And I'm Danielle Percival. Stick around as we bring you the latest news and scores from Troy Sports. For a coach who's been with a program for over 30 years, there are countless wins that are memorable for many different reasons. Last Thursday night, the men's basketball team picked up their second conference victory, but the significance was much greater because of what took place before the players ever hit the court.
Adding to the legacy, Don Maestri is a member of the inaugural class of the Troy University Athletics Hall of Fame and now has the court in Trojan Arena named in his honor. Court Maestri was dedicated Thursday night before the Trojans game against Louisiana Monroe.
I mean, I've said it before, it's a special honor. It was surprising when they told me. You know, coach gets all the honors when you win, so, you know, it's really unfair thing.
Maestri said the honor was not solely based on his work as a coach, but more importantly, on the work of his players.
Over 30 years, I would hope that you heard the word "we" thousands of times, and maybe I just a few when we lost some games. It's been a "we" program since day one. It's all about everybody else, including myself, that we're all part of this thing. Hundreds of people involved in an honor like this, and it's a special moment.
While the honor is special, it's even better when you pick up the victory to cap off the night.
From coaching, I mean, obviously it's a kind of a proud moment, but you're so focused on having to win the game. It's hard to really enjoy that moment. You know, if you lose the game, all the fun was in 2 hours' time, you've erased the whole thing.
And his players knew the importance of winning this one for Coach.
You know, Coach Mace is this basketball program. He's been that way for the past 30-some-odd years. So we want to come out here and do it right for him. So we came out here and played hard for him to get this win for him.
The Trojans defeated ULM in that contest 64-55 to move to 2-4 in the conference and 7-10 overall. Emil Jones led the team in scoring for the second straight game with 17 points. And on a two-game winning streak, the Trojans headed south to take on Florida Atlantic Thursday night. A big scoring run in the second half by the Owls proved to be too much for the Trojan men's basketball team in Boca Raton. The Trojans fell to the Owls 80-59 in Owl Arena. FAU began the second half with a 17-2 run to take a 19-point lead and never looked back, maintaining their lead for the majority of the second half. It was a similar story to the last time these teams met, which was in December in Trojan Arena. The Owls went on an 18-0 run in that game and secured the lead for good. Antoine Myers hit all 6 of his shot attempts to finish with 15 points and 2 rebounds. Josh Warren scored a season-high 7 points and grabbed 8 rebounds. Troy shot 43% from the field but struggled from beyond the arc, hitting just 3 of 14, and the Trojans out-rebounded the Owls 35-29.
The women's team also had a tough time down in Florida on Wednesday night. The Trojans trailed Florida Atlantic by 8 at the half and chipped away at the lead in the second, but it wasn't enough in a 74-63 loss. The Trojans shot well, shooting 48% from the field, but 31 turnovers was tough to overcome in the loss. Jasmine Pitts had 18 off the bench, while Joanna Harden had 16 on 8 of 10 shooting. Latavia Dempsey had 24 off the bench for the Owls. The loss dropped Troy to 3-13 overall and 0-7 in conference.
Though many coaching changes in the world of college football were made before the new year, the Trojans still had one more in the bag. 2013 is going to be a new beginning for the Trojan defense, though the fresh start will be with a familiar face. Wayne Bolt, a 35-year coaching veteran, is returning to Troy as the defensive coordinator. Bolt coached at Troy from 1991 through 2002 and was the defensive coordinator beginning in 1997. Bolt has coached notable names in the NFL, including DeMarcus Ware and OCU Manura. During his tenure as the defensive coordinator, the Trojans averaged giving up less than 110 yards on the ground per game. He says he's looking forward to being back with Larry Blakeney and the Troy family.
You know, I'm excited about being here and, you know, getting back to, I spent 12 great years here, earlier in my career. And me and my wife, Linda, are really excited about coming back and being a part of the Trojan family. It's not about Wayne Bolt, it's about the Troy family. And I just, I'm here to fit in and do what I can.
Also announced this week, Troy University has hired former Navarro College defensive coordinator Dustin Landry to fill the position of cornerbacks coach left by Julius Brown, who moved on to Arkansas State. New defensive coordinator Bolt has worked with Landry before while at Auburn, where Landry served as a graduate assistant from 2009 until 2011. The Trojans are still looking to fill the position of offensive line coach.
In their first match of the new season, the women's tennis team lost a tough opener to number 38 Florida State, 6-1. The Trojans lost the first two doubles matches 8-4 and 8-6, but were able to pick up a victory by default in the third match. The Trojans were then dominated in the singles competition by not winning a set, but did pick up a win in the sixth match by default again. The road does not get any easier for the Trojans as their next matches are against ranked opponents in Georgia, Memphis, and Kansas State, and we'll have more on that later.
The Troy women's indoor track and field team competed in their first meet of the season this weekend at the Blazer Invite in Birmingham. Jasmine Patton was the Trojans' top performer in the meet, placing third in the 60-meter hurdles. Patton set a new personal best and the second best time in school history, running the final in 8.66 seconds. Another personal best was set in that event by Veronica Bryant, who finished 39th. Morgan Paulson placed 12th in the 3K and moved into 5th all-time at Troy with a time of 10 minutes, 45.75 seconds. And still to come on Trojan Sports Now, we'll give you a preview of how you can catch a couple of former Trojan football players in action this weekend.
But first, I had the chance to sit down with the Director of Athletics to catch up on what's going on in Troy sports in 2013. Stick around for more Trojan Sports Now.
Trojan Sports Now.